Here we are, already to day 6 in December. I have the eyeshadow for the countdown to Christmas. Today's color, again, this is from last year's advent calendar. I just thought it'd be fun to redo it with the new names, is Pomegranate. So this was called Pomegranate last year, but it is my absolute all-time favorite. So I'm glad I get to redo it. I'm going to switch it up and take my blend brush this time. Usually I do eyeshadow brush or the multitasker, but I am going to use this brush this time. And I already have my primer on, which is my highlight color. So I'm going to put my cupcake down, which just helps it blend really nicely. If you've been following along with the current advent calendar, which is the Lip&Cheek advent calendar, today's color is Hopelessly Devoted, which is a limited edition. And oh my gosh, if you don't have these limited editions, you should really run for it. We still have those advent calendars available. Okay. So now I have my cupcake over my highlight to give it a good base. And then I'm going to take, starting out the smaller side of the brush with that pomegranate on. So I am going to do a softer look. So I'm going to take it right in the corner ever so lightly and smudge it outward. Almost like little tiny circles here, and you just build it up to however dark you want. This color is one of my most used colors for weddings. People just love it on the bridal party. I don't want to make it too dark because I am doing a softer look, but the color is so pretty that I might just end up building it up that much. I would say Pomegranate and Revival are my two most used for wedding applications. So I'm just doing the same on this side. Again, you can use some tape to make the line very precise, or you could wing it out even further, but I just want to do a very soft look, just so that I have that little pop of color. And I just want to make sure it's even. So I'm just going to blend it a little bit more. The biggest thing with eyeshadows are just have patience and expect to blend a lot. You don't have to be an expert whatsoever. All right, so that is the pomegranate, and I could actually leave it as is, but I want to do something a little bit more. So for the inner color, I might do a little bit of pup. That's this color right here, just to transition it and make it a little softer. So I'm just doing the same thing, only with my eyeshadow brush on the center part of that eye. One thing to remember is if you are not very good at blending that pomegranate out, you can actually take your pup and go over it to kind of fill in any little gaps that you might have missed, and just see how it softened that up a little bit. So I'm going to do the same on this side. So for my very inner color, I'm going to do an illuminator. One of my favorites. Well, they're all my favorite. Who am I kidding? This is Glamazing. So I am going to take that first on the bigger side of my eyeshadow brush, just to dot the corners and kind of pull that light to the center of the eye. Then I am just going to lightly pull it from the center to the middle of that eyeball where that pup is, and then gently pull. Because it is a softer look, I'm not adding my highlight to make it stick more. You definitely can if you want. However, that's not the look I'm going for. And then I'll do the same on this side. All right. Lastly, before I do the bottom of my eye, I'm just going to take my multitasker with some of that illuminator, and I'm just going to bring it right in the arch, and notice how it just brightens it up so much and focuses the light on the center of my eye. I also do have it on my cheek with that Hopelessly Devoted, so it just makes that eye pop, even though it's a subtle look. Okay. Make this a little bit more bright. I also have Glamazing on my nose as well. Okay. And back to Pomegranate. And making it a little bit darker at first. And then just pulling it out. All right. So that is day 6, Pomegranate. And then on my lips, I have Hopelessly Devoted. So stay tuned for the rest of the looks.